open it up. Oh, this is aged cheddar cheese. It was 4 years old when we got it, and so they sold it like about 6 months after, you know. So it was sitting on their things for 6 months. So it just kept getting better.
It was really good. Yeah. And then let's see what else. Oh, suntan lotion. You could probably use it after the expiration date, but just be aware that it probably may not.
It's not as effective. Which is a lot of the reasons why. We have a problem with drugs in our water system, that the systems aren't geared to get out, because the people, they'll see the expiration date on their aspirin, on their Excedrin, any of these drugs, an expiration date, so they dump them in the toilet.
I know.
You know.
And they're still good. They're just not as good.
As good. So.
Let's see what else is it. Vitamins have expiration dates.
Canned goods have expiration date. Canned goods is another iffy thing. Canned goods were canned in order to keep them usable for long periods of time.
Well, your Spam is a perfect example.
Yeah, because basically, okay, they're preserving the stuff in the cans. I mean, I've never seen a can that isn't damaged, that the items in the can weren't good. I mean, I've ate things that were a half a century old in the can.
I know, that's not a normal situation.
No, but just,
you were just playing to see.
We were just wanting to see if it would kill you.
Well, and then part of it is like other things like fruits and vegetables typically don't have, if they're fresh, they don't have an expiration date. But you can kind of look at them and know if they're bad.
No, okay. And
if you
another
can't,
problem.
but
they can tell you best used by, but we will flat out tell you that, for instance, papaya, the older it gets, the better it is.
Well, even things like, okay, you ready for spinach?
Yeah.
It doesn't look as fresh and good, and so what I just do is I stir fry the spinach,
or you make wilted spinach.
Yeah.
Okay, what you do is, if you got older stuff like older cabbage, older lettuce, and all that stuff, you can take a vinegar and oil type dressing, heat it on a skillet,
make sauteed vegetables,
and then it just tastes just as great. Basically, you've made a gourmet dish out of something that doesn't look as good before. I mean, there's just many things. I mean, there's some things, you know, if it starts to look like it's, if a vegetable looks like it's starting to mold, you don't want that. If it starts to look, okay, if cucumbers, asparagus and things like that, if they start to get sort of watery, those you get rid of those things, folks.
But some of the things you can just take the peel off, cut off the old area, and the rest is so good.
If a carrot starts to get a little shaky, you sit there and cut the ends off of it, put it in water and boil it, and it doesn't taste any different. It puts water back in the system.
Or you could buy those vegetable containers that are supposed to help preserve your vegetables longer.
Yeah, or the little, because we have some of these. We did go buy some of these things that they've been telling on television to test them out, to see if the things will work in them.
Am I one of the last people to get something like that?
Probably.
Well, because part of it has been around for a while.
We wouldn't pay the full price. We got them for a quarter of what they normally would sell.
Yeah, part of it is I have an aversion to paying full retail. Yeah. Well, part of it is I usually eat all my fruits and vegetables before then, or I used to throw them away.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to keep them a little bit longer for, because...
No, because a lot of things. Well, the fruits...
Well, because sometimes you're getting things at really good prices.
Yeah, but see, the fruits were dehydrating, and you actually can do that with the vegetables, too. But as far as, though, expiration dates is all arbitrary, because I've never seen a beer that's in a dark container expire.
Now, I noticed you said a beer in a dark container.
That's right, because the dark container... A dark container tends to keep everything from leaking out and getting the sunlight on it. It's light that causes most soft drinks and other things to go bad on you. So if you buy a soft drink or a beer in a store and it has a clear container, a green thing like that, if you can see it through it, basically it's going to go bad on you sooner than later. Yep. Whereas a dark thing, I mean, I sat there and drank. Anybody get the idea that they'll put beer away in containers for years?
Well, I was just thinking about that while you're talking, because they're talking about taxing soda pop.
Yeah. Soda
pop comes typically in either the plastic containers.
Yeah.
Actually,
well,
they don't use glass containers that much.
They don't use
usually all plastic.
Basically, the glass containers are promotional things only. But you notice that
beer is in bottles or cans.
That's right. And they're putting beer in beer in plastic containers now too. We have seen, remember, we went to events and they brought us out, I won't name the company, but they'll bring out their bottle. You know, do you want this bottle or do you want the glass bottle? I want the glass bottle, not the stupid plastic bottle.
Well, and just, you know how they have the plastic leaches into your water?
Yeah.
It can leach into your soda pop too if it's been there for a while.
Yeah. Theoretically, I mean,
right?
Another thing, if you don't open soda pop for a while, it's still not going to lose the carbonation in it. But it will, the light will destroy the contents. So what you could get is carbonated water. You know,
which is kind of what soda pop is.
No, but I mean with no flavor though.
Oh, no flavor? The flavor goes away?
It will flatten out after a while. It's like you open it up.
It's like you open it up partially.
And then you put it in your ice box, it flattens out in your ice box. Beer will do the same thing. If you open it up, it flattens out. That's another reason why, okay, we'll go with an expiration thing, you know, about that. If you buy one of these containers, like of Heineken or Coors or something else, it really it's got a built-in expiration on it. If you don't use it real quick, the carbonation that is used to pump it out fades away.
Really?
That's right. Then you have to sit there and try to get it out of the container. You know, really, because it doesn't flow out of those containers well once the carbonated part is gone, and it will go quickly on you once it's open.
That's true. Oh boy, any other things we should be concerned about for expiration dates? I can't even.
Okay, I think expiration dates were something that was created to put people to work for the United States government.
What? Why do you say something like
because, okay, they're putting expiration dates on candy bars. They put expiration date, oh yeah, on candy bars. On things that I know that don't expire, they put expiration dates on. Actually, and they're not really the best
if used by?
Best used by. Well, there is no best used by on cheese. There is no best used by on bourbon. There's no best used by on a bottle of really good ale.
But you know what it does give you as a consumer is when you look at the different products, you can look at those expiration dates and figure out which product is the newest or the oldest based on the expiration date.
Yeah, but they'll always, the one thing about a store is they'll always move the oldest stuff up to the front. So unless you're willing to reach behind, you're always going to get something that's got an expiration date that's coming up or best used by.
The other part is, for example, remember like the vitamin stores, if you're buying something at a vitamin store and it's close to the expiration date, like that month,
they'll often give you a big discount on it, even though it's going to all be used within that month. So.
Yeah, so even if it's not already discounted, show it to them, ask them, and you might be lucky enough.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. It's just, you know, like I said, but don't believe the fact that this is obvious. This was printed from the government. They simply require expiration dates on, you know, very soon, you know, they got the commercial, the woman that says, well, the doctor says you didn't come with an expiration date stamped on your foot. Well, they're going to put that on your foot eventually.
Well, you never know. But when it comes to stretching your dollar, expiration dates,
sometimes
they could be your best friend.
That's right. And don't put off a dollar store or a 99-cent store or Big Lots because you're afraid of expiration dates. Because we will make a statement. We did find at the Big Lots and at one of the commercial department stores the very same product with the very same expiration date on the bottom. Same lot. They just had
Sometimes overrun.
And so they dump them off to the other stores to get rid of them.
The other part is just because it's at like the 99-cent or Big Lots, because it is the overrun, doesn't mean that the expiration dates, I mean, we've picked up things that didn't expire for a year or 2 years from there. So you never know what you're going to find.
That's right. So their expiration dates can be your best friend.
I guess we go back to exploration.
That's right.
Expiration dates.
Exploration. You must explore explore to find your best expiration deal.
But for now, this is Not a Spring Chick.
And this is Oldecam.
And we're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And for more information, you can always go to
www.montybubble.net on the net. And you can Twitter us.